So you wanted to connect an actual domain from GoDaddy directly into the Shopify store. I'm going to show you how to get started in a very easy way. So first of all, you wanted to access your GoDaddy account. First, log into your GoDaddy account where your domain is registered. Now, let's locate our domain settings. If you focus here into the upper side, you can go directly here into the products. But if you don't have a domain already been purchased into GoDaddy, then focus here into type the domain that you want. So you can look out for a domain that is cheap, or let's say that aligns with your actual branding, and you might be having a lot of domains available here. So choose the one that best suits for you and make the purchase. Now let's locate our domain settings. Navigate directly here into the upper side of your account and go for My Products. Here into My Products, you should see that it's going to be looking all our actual purchase that we have done so far. And here what I wanted to do is to look out for the domain that we have just purchased. So here, what I wanted to do is to update now the DNS settings. This is the part where I wanted to look out for the section of my domain. Here into my domain, what I wanted to do is to go for domain and go for manage DNS. Directly here into manage DNS, you might be seeing that we have the domain settings, the overview, and the products. So now what I wanted to be doing here is to, of course, delete all of the elements that I do or do not want to see. Here, let's go back into Shopify. I'm going to leave you the link down below in the description just in case you don't have an actual Shopify store. Here into the Shopify store, now that you have an actual store, let's focus into the left part and go for settings. Inside the settings, what I wanted to do is to scroll into the left part where actually we can find the domains. Inside the domains, as you can see, we have an actual Shopify domain, so we can get started here. You can change your new Shopify domain totally for free if you wanted to. But here what I want to be doing here is to connect an existing domain from GoDaddy. Let's click into connect an existing domain. And here what I want to be doing here is to paste the domain that we have just purchased with the actual GoDaddy. So I paste it and I go for next. Now it's going to be asking us to connect our domain. We need to follow the instructions to change the provider account settings. So usually the instructions should be appearing here and to follow setting instructions. So if I clicked in here, it's going to be showing me an actual video and all those stuff in order to connect a domain from Shopify. But what we actually do is to choose the element that says verify connection. Of course, this actually should be appearing as it is actually not working. But in this case, what I'm going to be doing here is to click into my domain, and it's going to be showing me what is the actual elements of the redirection. So here, what I'm going to be doing here is to copy the records that appears here. For example, the A record, the name, the current IP address, and the required value. So that means that I need to go back into GoDaddy, go into add new record, and choose the type that actually appears into Shopify. In this case, an A record. So now the name should be at, and the value usually here should be the actual all of these elements. So I just copy this element and I paste the value in here. After that, here we're going to go into save. So it should be looking like this. So now that you have all the elements added into your actual new section of the GoDaddy, let's go into verify connection. Once you make the verification of your connection, it should be appearing here, your domain already been set up. So any changes we make with the domain can impact how people find the actual store. This is the part where you wanted to save all the changes in GoDaddy. It might be taking some time for the changes to propagate across the internet. Now, what you wanted to do is to verify the domain inside the Shopify. So inside Shopify, Administrator dashboard verify the domain connection. Shopify this confirm whether the connection is successful. Usually if I hit now into view, it should be appearing now that my store is actually ready. And now as you should see here, my actual store into the upper side looks at techexpress.ltd and no longer this code by shopify.com. Even into the upper side, I can see that here actually it appears my actual domain that I have just edited automatically. Finally, set your GoDaddy domain as a primary domain for your Shopify store. So this ensures that your store is successful using your custom domain. So that means that what I needed to do, of course, is to make sure that here into this domain, it appears as primary domain. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to change the domain type. So make sure this one appears as primary domain, and of course, just leave it as it is and change the type. And well, guys, there you have it. You have successfully connected your GoDaddy directly from the Shopify store. So thank you so much for watching. If you find this tutorial helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share with others. Stay tuned for more valuable tutorial from Online Media. Until next time.